everybody. Thank you, and thank you. Well, I grew up in Nelson City. It's more like a town now. No, it's a village. No, they're deeming it now settlement. It's a settlement. And really, the settlement lies in the South Island of New Zealand. But if you're in Wellington, you look at it from the North Island. But down south again, if you're in the West Coast, you're looking at it from the east. Yeah. In this settlement lives a notorious gang, Grandpa. Maniacs cruising up and down the streets, running over tourists, menacing children, wearing their patched crochet cardigans, in their scooters and Zimmer frames. Luxton, Seymour are trying to get the gangs from vandalizing streets. They should be looking at these old people, getting them to stop beautifying the streets of Trafalgar with their flower pots. Well, I decided I wanted to be a lead actor. Yes, I did. And, well, it didn't go that well. And I got relegated to bit parts. Well, wasn't any good. No Tom Cruise. No. And he's my height. And, yeah, so then, well, I got pretty successful being a drunk at Taylor's Bar. So I jetted off into Wellington, here, to seek an acting career, to get back into the business, I thought. And I got discovered in a bank of all places. They saw me peeking over the counter and said, he'll be a great hobbit. And before I knew it, I was on Samwise Gamgee as a wedding guest. Well, it went on from there. I was in a Hobbit, an unexpected journey, yes. It's the same Hobbit. Unexpected, that was, right? Whew, my range. Yeah, you wouldn't read about it, would you? On from there, yes. I thought I was going to be in vaudeville and King Kong. I was in the audience, 15 rows back. Avatar, yes, as a minor. No, not as a child. My goodness, and I got the most wonderful news. I was going to have an extra feature role in Mortal Engines. But Peter Jackson popped up from his camera and said, no, his face is too distracting. My face is too distracting. The cheek of it. Oh my goodness. So, then I love to talk about being a hobbit, but no one wants to know about it. Because when I tell it, it's longer than the films. But they're missing out on the best bit. I was wearing legs and hairy feet made of rubber. Getting them off, that's the best bit. Yeah. But the smell of talcum powder. Yeah, my goodness. Well, I get the feeling this was made by grey power. Anyway, thank you.
Peter McKinnon, everybody. Thank you. Lord of the Rings. He's famous.
Hello, it's me, a little screen. I'll get rid of that. Remove, and I'm there. Hello, it's your mate and your friend, P.G.M. Man, it's been a long time between drinks, I must say. I am live, of course, on this channel. G'day, Michael Reed. G'day, hello, g'day, Si, Mang Danga was here earlier. I'm not too sure how to go about this live thing with this channel. I did have something planned, but that all went out the window with usually my 5-minute sketches anyway. And so I don't know what this is going to be like. I don't know what this is going to, what I'm going to talk about, or, I'm talking about this, I suppose. So, see, I'm pretty new at this again. Being this live, doing this live thing. So you're going to have to bear with me. That's my 5-minute graduation piece or set or bit I did for Fringe Festival on my graduation night. 2024, actually. So, yeah, I think it was around that time. So it was great. It was fantastic. Bit nerve-wracking. Being on stage, doing that for the very first time, I guess. Before I do go on, I was supposed to get some guests on, but no, they could turn up anytime, so that's all right. They don't have to turn up either. That's quite all right either, too. But anyway, where was I? Yes. So yeah, first time popping my cherry on the stand-up comedy scene. Now, why did I do this? Why did I do this? Good question, P.G.M, speaking in the third person. Why? Well, because I really want to get back into acting, and I think there was a catalyst months ago that was going around on a certain channel, dare I say, a certain little deviant channel called Salacious Rum, and his hand called Bob, called Salacious Rum. Oh, thanks, Michael. Yep. Yes. And yeah, it's been fun. I've been doing it for not on and on and on and continually doing it. I've only been on it sporadically, you could say, on stage. I mean, that's no sexual innuendo there. And I've done about, how many shows have I done? I've probably done that one and probably only three, maybe 4 others. It's not a big, huge amount. And as things have gone on in my life that that has stopped me, like health. That's why I haven't been doing it. I had a stream last week because I've actually been battling a virus that took 10 days for me to get over, and still slightly getting over at the moment, which it's been painful, writhing at home in pain. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that old kind of stuff. Discussion. But where was I? Yes. I was. Yeah. I wanted to get back into the acting business to have a little bit more. Could I say in lines, maybe? Bit parts, maybe. That's going to take a long time, I know. And the entertainment industry is still really fickle. And I thought my best shot in my mind, would be let's take a comedy school stand-up classes. So I did. It was originally our friend and I did the free course, and that was good. That was good fun. Unfortunately, my friend didn't get chosen to go further on. People dropped out anyway. I got offered a scholarship for this school, which I could pay off, which was really great. So I paid it off, and that gave me gave me the chance to actually see how this is done, really, and how a joke's formed, and how to handle everything, really, and even in hecklers, to handle them, either ignore them or embarrass them. And it has been quite some fun doing it. I'm honing my material only for the 5 minutes at the moment. There will be another video dropping. I don't know when it's going to drop, but there will be another video that is which will be great, because something else that I can show you. What was that? It is comedians that teach course. Yes. This guy Neil. Sorry, I brought my phone right up to my face. It's shows I haven't been streaming for a wee while, has it? He's a American comedian. He's been around the circuits of America, and now he lives in New Zealand as well now. But he taught the class on how to write a joke or write jokes of your basically your life, how to embellish a joke, how to deal with hecklers, how to come onto the stage and say thank you, and then leave the stage when you're finished and say thank you, to not go over 5 minutes. Even when you go under, it's better because it leaves the audience with more. He taught you to hold the mic and not hold the cord, just hold the mic because it's distracting. To actually put the microphone behind you when you've got the mic in hand, and then bring it back and put the mic back on stand, and then shake the host's hand when you go off the stage, and that you do that twice. So it's all the, let's say, getting off and getting on, or getting on, getting off kind of thing, etiquette. And taught you how to kind of deal with hecklers. You don't want to deal with hecklers too much because it's not their show. It's your show for 5 minutes. And basically, on my graduation, that I was getting friends saying that, "Oh, we're going to heckle you," and the fact remains that they'll probably get ushered out of the venue. There you are. Unfortunate, because you're probably paid a ticket to see your friend and you're heckling them, and then you get ushered out. Again, it was good. As you saw there on stage, I was performing it really as I wrote it, all those jokes. So and most of those stories are actually true. I did a different thing on the second video one, which I'm quite pleased with, because I embellished where I came from, and you'll see it when it comes out, of my hometown. And I have done that with my other embellishments of those jokes, where I tell the jokes and then I go off onto a small little tangent where there's another setup and jokes, but it's a little more freer in the second one. And this one was a lot rehearsed, a lot more rehearsed, I should say, because it was like remembering lines to a film or to something, which is good, but I want to get to a point where it's more freer, it's more open, it's more funny, it's more organic, and have those setups and punchlines right there in my head without looking at a piece of paper. And I don't normally have a piece of paper with me. I don't, it's, if I forget it, I kind of forget it and just move on. I know it's really horrible, but if I can remember the joke or remember the line of that joke, or set up the joke, I do pretty well. I'm not a very good rehearser when it comes to things like that. If I need to, yes. And if I need to, yes. But when it comes to the thing, it's like when you get up on stage, it's a different monster. It's a different thing altogether. If that's my take on things, anyway. A lot of stand-up comics might go up there and read off their new jokes list, or have their jokes on the floor. So when they're doing the joke, they can read off the floor without people knowing they've got the joke down on the floor, which is quite quite cool. I mean, I've met a lot of comedians here in New Zealand at the Fringe Bar where we do our things and events, and they're very skilled in what they do, whether they have their notes or they don't have their notes, and they're very skilled, so they can get to the setup, punchline, and tag, and then set up again in relatively ease. And I'm not there yet. Of course, I'm not there yet. I've been a bit of a stickler of actually rehearsing over and over again at home. So I've been fortunate to do that. Like you're reading lines at home, you're just learning lines at home kind of thing, and you're prepared when you come on stage or wherever you are. So that's, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to prattle on too long. For the first stream, unfortunately, unfortunately the guests didn't turn up, and that's okay too. Maybe next time. Like I said, I reiterate that little point that just said in the sentence. I am not going to spend too much time on the streams. I'm just going to talk about it, and thank you for the 3 people that turned up on the stream. Thanks, Si. Thanks, Michael, and thanks whoever is watching on the stream. Again, excuse me. Again, there will be another one dropping pretty soon. Another video, that means. Don't know what you're thinking about. So the journey continues. Again, I apologize. I don't know what this is going to be. These streams are going to be like. They're just talking about the 5 minutes that I've done, and they'll be uploaded to P.G.M. Standup. Looking forward. Sorry, I'm going to have to read that small writing. I'm going to have to need glasses. Looking forward to next show you post. Thanks, Michael. Yeah. So tell your mates, tell your friends, tell whoever you want who wants to subscribe to P.G.M. Stand Up. I'm Peter McKinnon. That's what I go by on stage, not P.G.M, but I go by Peter McKinnon. Thank you for watching, listening, wherever you are. I hope you have a great day, and I will get a new catchphrase probably for this. Go over to P.G.M, the show. That's still going. I haven't done anything lately for a long while. I am working on a, don't know why I'm doing it on this one. I am working on a movie review, which is taking a long time, but I am making progress on that. And that'll be up soonish. And that's about the movie Hidalgo. And it's a pretty interesting story, that too. Anyway, that's coming up on that show. Go over and sub. And sub to this channel. Go over and sub to the guest show that I've invited, Stu Norris with Universal Toy Collector, who was meant to come on, but that's okay. And I invited Kat as well for Only Ladies Girl. Go and subscribe to her channel, and subscribe to, if you want to, you have to, Salacious Ron's channel. Anyway, again, my name's been Peter McKinnon. You may know me as P.G.M. Till I see you again. Take care, everybody, and have a laugh and a smile, and not preferably usually on me. I'm working on the catchphrase. That's not the catchphrase. It's just something crappy I just said. See ya. Bye-bye. See you, Michael. See you, Michael.